Hey, what's up, folks? What's up, fellow beardists? People who love beards, just general fans of beards in general. Welcome to the very first episode of Brew with the Beard. Mr. Irockabeard himself, at irockabeard on IG. That's at IROCKABEARD on Instagram and some other channels, looking to build some other channels as well. But welcome everybody to the first installment of Brew with the Beard on Sunday, June 2nd. It is an absolute gorgeous day here in Houston, Texas. And certainly a lot of things that I'm looking forward to later on in the day. A very, very big game coming up with Toronto Raptors versus the Golden State Warriors. Personally, I think that the Warriors came in a little cocky during game one, and Toronto came hungry. And I think that kind of shook up the Warriors. Even without Kevin Durant, I still think that they are a championship caliber team, as they've proven in the past. And they're going to come up with a different intensity in game two. So I'm certainly excited to see that. Hope everybody's having a blessed weekend. Finally got my hair done, which I think looks kind of tight. Shout out to the Lockdown out here in Houston off of in Bammel North near the airport. They've always done a good job with my hair and stuff like that. So the hair is looking kind of tight, fresh lineup and everything. But yeah, certainly excited for the upcoming work week. Got a couple of things that I'm implementing at work over at the hospital. So excited about those things. And in general, just feeling great, feeling good about health, about some things that I'm putting in place. The family's good, everybody's good. So I'm certainly excited about that sort of thing. Not really a lot to talk about today, but I do have a few items that I'm going to bring up. And what's great about it is that the feedback from the folks who've actually followed the irockabeard page on not on Facebook, on IG, has been tremendous. It actually took me by surprise. As of today, got a total of 93 questions. Some of them were questions that were along the same lines, but just to have people who are followers to not only take the initiative that I'm taking seriously, but to also want to get different tips on proper beard growth and beard care, beard training, things of that nature, and even other things, social commentary and stuff like that, which I'll get to probably in later episodes. But for right now, I chose the best 3 questions that I found in regard to proper beard care. And I'm going to go ahead and read those out. But the key part, one of the key parts of this actual video blog is me every other Sunday introducing a new brew. So I know there's a lot of people out there that know me and that know that I like a good drink. I like a nice alcoholic beverage. And if I say from time to time, people are going to call bullshit, but I like a drink. So people are probably thinking, well, what's Noel going to drink today? He's going to have his classic rum and coke, whiskey and ginger ale. Is he gonna is he gonna present a brand new beer that he's trying, or something exotic, something different? And to be honest, I'm probably gonna shock some people when I say this, but I actually did create a brew here, and it's actually on the healthy side. What it is, this is orange banana shake with spinach added to it, with some vanilla whey protein and a shot of creatine. Now you're probably wondering, well, why are you drinking all of that? And you're probably not going to be going to the gym. Well, what I'm doing now is I'm back on my health kick. Looking to stay alive, folks. I feel that turning 38 this year, and I've seen so many people who have, met an untimely demise, for health reasons and for other reasons, obviously. But when I see people who are my age or even younger that on the surface, they appear to be healthy, but there's things going on in their body that they don't know about and they're not able to take care of because they don't know about it. And then what happens is, they meet an untimely demise at that point. So for me, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to live a very long time. And there's some things that I need to accomplish, some goals that I need to that I've set forth for myself that I definitely need to accomplish. And I'm going to do my best to take care of myself. Now, is that to say that I won't enjoy certain things that I enjoy? Absolutely not. My vices are going to be pizza to this day, pasta, which I absolutely love, um, oxtail and curry goat and all that sort of stuff. That I don't think that's going to go away, but I'm definitely going to taper what I'm doing with those things and allow myself, to get back into exercise more often and trying different things when I exercise. I actually want to do maybe a mud run or one of these. I forgot what they call these races where there's like obstacle courses and things like that, because I see people younger than me. Shout out to some of my frat brothers that are doing that too. Juan and Fitz and some of these guys that are doing that. But yeah, these are things that I'm looking to do, and not only for myself, for kind of like a spiritual thing, but also I want to stay healthy. I want to do the right thing for me, and for if I do intend to have kids in the future. I just want to be alive for a lot of things. So here's the first start to that. Who's to say next week? I might, not next week, but the week after next, I might have a beer or two or six or a shot of something. But for today, I'm gonna start the juju off right for Brew with the Beard with a healthy shake here. So let me go ahead and take a sip. That is absolutely delicious. You would think because it's green and because it has spinach in it that it might not taste good, but let me tell you something. Spinach, when it's granulated that way and it's blended up, it tastes absolutely delicious. I actually love spinach, Brussels sprouts, things like that. But spinach in a shake, absolutely delicious. So again, thank you to everybody that has tuned in. What I'm going to go ahead and do is read the some of the questions that I received over the last 2 weeks. And I don't know if I can get to every submission as the weeks go by. Again, I look to choose the best 3 to 4 questions that I feel that I can answer online honestly, and give some tips and pointers and stuff like that. But there will be points where I may read an article, or somebody may send me an article or send me something to read that I may want to comment on. So again, thank you for all the submissions. 93. I honestly, I was guessing maybe I was going to get much less number of questions, but 93. And again, some of them were repetitive, but the fact that people took their time to actually submit a question and to support, that's the biggest thing that I could have dreamed for. And I do thank everybody. So first question comes from a gentleman named Eric W. And the topic is on moisture for the beard. Hey, Rock, excited to see that you are doing a video blog. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wish you much success. I've been growing my beard for about 18 months now. While grooming and maintenance is not the issue, my beard always seems to be dry. Okay. What do you use to keep your beard moisturized? Okay. All right, Eric. Again, thank you for the submission. So I used to use a couple of different things. When I first started growing my beard, when it was a lot shorter than this, what I used to use was maybe about a fingertip full of coconut oil or olive oil. Now, while those are great moisturizers for your hair and for your beard, and generally for your skin, what I noticed was that there were times that I would put on a dress shirt or put on a collared shirt, and as my beard got longer, and if I combed it out, and if I started to talk, or if I bent down my neck this way, or if I had to look across, that those two particular types of oil would stain my shirts. And again, while they were excellent moisturizers, I did not want to have to keep, cleaning or, cleaning my ties off and my collars off and things of that nature. So I had to move away from those and find something that was a little bit lighter that would not only not stain my clothes, but would also maintain the moisture that I was looking for with my beard. So what I actually came up with, went down to HEB here in Houston, which is the big supermarket, but you can get this at any health food store. You can get this at any supermarket that would carry it. You can get this at any beauty supply store. It's called virgin apricot oil. Who knew that apricots actually carried oil that would moisturize not only your skin, but your hair? So when I tried it, and the particular one that I got is an HEB brand apricot oil. And when I got it, I opened up the container, and it has absolutely no smell, which was surprising to me because I know what apricots smell like, but it has no smell. And it was the lightest oil that I've ever used on my beard. And initially I thought that, well, this is probably not going to be as helpful to the moisture of my beard. It's probably going to be, because it's so light and it doesn't have a smell, I'm thinking that it's not going to be as good as an olive oil, as a coconut oil. But let me tell you, Eric, it absolutely is. When I say that, it absolutely is. It not only moisturizes the beard fully, when you take a little bit of it, I would say maybe about the middle of your palm, about that much, and you rub it around. And I like to do it after I wash my face and my beard. Reason being is that I find that the moisture seeps in deeper when your beard is wet. So what I do is, wet my beard, and then I take some apricot oil and I rub it in my hands. I just rub it thoroughly through my beard, and especially in the front here, because this is the piece of your beard that faces the most wind, and it will get the most attention from nature. So you're going to want to make sure that this front piece is moisturizing underneath. So once I get that nice coating, I comb it out, and then sometimes I'll just pat it in or whatever. But what I did notice was that there was absolutely no staining of my shirt whatsoever since I've been using it. So apricot oil, I find, is the best moisturizer for your beard. And again, it doesn't have any smell, and I have not had any allergic reactions to it once it touches my skin. It's actually been the best product that I've used. So what I'll actually do is I'll take a picture of the bottle that I use, and I will go ahead and post that on Instagram for people to see. Once they see the video, they can go to the page and they can see the type of apricot oil that I use. But absolutely, apricot oil is the best moisturizer that I've used thus far in the 2 years that I've been growing my beard out. Okay, thank you again for your submission. Next question. This one comes from Jay. Okay, Jay, what's up, man? I know this brother here, Jay. It's in regard to beard wash. Okay. Rock, good luck with your new endeavor. Appreciate that, Jay. Thank you very much. What do you currently use to wash your facial hair to ensure cleanliness? Okay, go ahead and take a sip of my brew real quick. Delicious. Okay, cleanliness. Obviously, I've seen articles where people say, oh, a beard carries more germs than somebody with clean. I don't believe that. I think that's hog shit. Once you clean and you're able to maintain your beard the proper way and train it the proper way, you can actually have a very, very clean beard and a clean skin underneath the beard and stuff like that. So there are many ways that you can do that. However, what I find is that I've tried different shampoos and different things like that. But what I would notice is that there's certain things in shampoos, unfortunately, when you put them on your face, it may irritate the skin underneath your beard. So what you want to do is you're going to want to look for something that's organic and all natural. Now, what I found is that Dr. Bonner's organic, all natural peppermint or liquid peppermint soap is the best thing that I've used for washing my beard. And the one thing about this is that Dr. Bonner's peppermint soap, liquid peppermint soap, is actually very, very concentrated. So you actually don't have to use that much when doing a beard wash. What I do is typically when I go in the shower, and I'll do this every day to every other day. What I'll do is I'll take a very, very small amount, maybe about 5 to 10 drops of Dr. Bonner's, and it's not that much, maybe about the middle of your palm again. You rub that in, and once your beard is wet, you're gonna just get a great lather in the beard. Make sure you get underneath and everything. But another thing that I like to do is because Dr. Bonner's peppermint soap actually does clear out your pores. So what I'd like to do is once I get the good lather, I'll take my fingertips and I'll scratch and I'll dig deep, just kind of like if somebody's washing your hair, a professional's washing your hair. You do the same thing with your beard, and you get in a circular motion. What you're going to want to do is get deep down to the skin, to the epidermis. And you're going to want to do that for underneath. And once you start to feel that nice tingle of Dr. Bonner's peppermint soap, that's when you know that it's getting down to your pores and it's actually cleansing out your pores, so that when you wash it out, and I suggest maybe lukewarm to hot water, and when you wash it out, you're going to feel that your skin, your pores have opened up underneath your beard. And not only that, it has such a wonderful smell, and it has such a natural organic smell to it. And it actually adds a little bit of moisture to your beard too. So once you add that in, once you finish washing that out, and then you add your apricot oil, you're going to see the difference in your beard once you comb it out. And then once it starts to dry, your beard is going to have such a nice sheen to it. So for beard washing, I certainly recommend Dr. Bonner's organic peppermint soap. And what you're going to do is you're not going to use too much because it's so concentrated. Just rub it in your palms. Once you get a nice lather, make sure you're getting in the middle and in a circular motion. You're going to dig into your beard here until you touch skin. And you kind of just like exfoliate the skin underneath the beard. And then once you do that, you wash it out with lukewarm to hot water. You're going to feel your pores open up. And once you feel that, take a towel, dry off the excess water, take a little bit of that apricot oil, rub it in along the beard line. And you're going to rub it in under your chin and everything. And you're going to see the sheen, and you're going to see the moisture that comes out of that. So Jay, thank you very much for your submission. Certainly do appreciate that. And this last one actually comes from a young lady. Okay. Anetta. Thank you for your submission. Anetta, her subject line is growth regimen. Okay. Hello there. Hello, Anetta. I love your IG page and have put my boyfriend onto it for tips on proper grooming. Well, I appreciate that. All the love that I can get and support that I can get. Thank you very much. What are the key components to proper beard growth? Another, again, thank you so much for your submission. That's so good. Anyway, so for proper beard growth, a lot of people have approached me and they said, well, what did you do different to get your beard to that level? Like, what have you done? And to be honest, genetics does play a part in beard growth. And I say that because my dad and a lot of the men on my dad's side of the family, even on my mom's side of the family, have grown beards before, and they have been very full, very thick beards. So genetics does play a part of proper beard growth, but don't let that discourage you. The reason why I said don't let that discourage you is because there are other things that you can do to grow a healthy beard. Now, again, it may not connect the same way, it may not grow the same way, but there's still ways that you can properly grow a healthy beard. Patience is another thing. Patience. You have to be patient with your facial hair if you choose to grow a beard. What a lot of people do is they tend to, when the beard gets itchy when it's low, when it's now starting to grow it, or they notice that they may have patches in their growth. A lot of times people give up, and what they'll do is they'll go ahead and cut it, or they think that cutting it, that it'll grow back a little bit faster in the places that they cut, that it'll grow in a little bit deeper. But I believe that that's a myth. For me, when I first started growing it, was it difficult at first? It was, and I'll say this because I used to keep a clean face, just a goatee, sometimes just a mustache. And what I noticed is that when my beard did grow, it was very itchy, especially underneath and on the sides. And I never thought that I would, get this far as growing a beard. But patience is a virtue in this beard growth process. So you have to be patient. Excuse me. And another thing that you have to do is you have to train your beard. You have to train it. What do I mean by training? So when you get your shape ups, one thing that you'll have to do is what I used to do was I would shape up till about here, right where the middle of my ear is, and I would stop here. But you were asking, well, why would you stop there? Well, the reason is because I wanted my beard not only to grow, but I wanted it to grow nice and high. So what I did was, instead of doing the full shape up, once I saw a little bit of hair growing in, I would leave this part alone and just shape up to here. So that way, the hair down here will continue to grow. And it will continue to grow and get darker and get darker. And then once I saw that I had maybe a nice 5 o'clock shadow, something that was dark enough where I could get a good lineup, that's when I would start to line it up here, nice and high. So patience, training. When you're grooming your beard, you want to train it and train it in the way that you want it to grow. If you want it to grow full like this, you got to train it to grow high. So that way you have a lot of wiggle room when you're doing your shape ups. If you want just like a chin strap or anything like that, you have to train it that way. So you allow the hair to grow on your face and don't cut it off as soon as you see it not growing the way that you want it to. You have to allow it to grow. Another thing that I would say is, again, beard maintenance, making sure that you're exfoliating your pores and ensuring that your pores don't open up. The reason why is because you need the hair to grow out of the pores. So you don't want to exfoliate and take care of your face. So I would say that the three biggest things for beard maintenance is going to be, you have to be patient. Genetics do play a factor in your beard growth, but again, don't be discouraged by that because you can be the one to turn that around. And you're going to want to train it. You have to constantly train your beard. Even at this stage, I still have to train it because one mistake, in lining it up or anything like that, I can line it up too low, or, sometimes I can, not corner it off in the right way. So there are many things that come into factor, but you're going to want to train your beard properly, in doing your own shape ups. I do my own. And let your barbers know if you choose to go to a barber, if your beard is low and you want it to grow to a certain thickness, let them know, hey, don't cut my beard, just leave my beard alone, just shape up to here. So that way you can train your beard properly. Okay. Anetta, thank you so much for that submission. And guys, thank you for the last 23 minutes with me. Again, this is my first episode of Brew with the Beard. The brew was absolutely delicious, and I still have more to go. But thank you for everybody for the support, the continued support, and more episodes to come. Shout out to everybody again that submitted a question or a comment just to show support. The love has been tremendous, and this is something that I'm looking to move forward with in 2019 and beyond. So again, thank you all for support, looking to do events and things like that. So information on that to come, but just need to get my voice and everything out there. So I appreciate everybody for showing support. June 2nd, 2019, Brew with the Beard, first episode. So guys, I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Please continue to have the questions come in, the comments about anything, and we can talk about it on the video blog, but certainly appreciate you guys showing support, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace and love, and travel safely, okay? Talk to you soon.